Next on Jeffrey Rig, see if we can get this abandoned El Camino to run. Alright guys, when I last left you on this El Camino here, the El Rigamino, we got the fire up just for a few seconds. Did find out that the car probably does have a cam in it. Apparently there's a lot of performance parts stuck in that motor that I don't know about, that the previous owner's brother actually told me that it had it. So probably got a cam in it. It sounded like it did. It sounded healthy that day. Everybody's telling me it's out of time, and it may be slightly. Some people were saying though, because that wire's not the fire wire, it really doesn't matter where this is at, as long as the firing order's right and the number one plug's hitting right on the number one on top dead center. So I've got it pretty close. I think we can just move the distributor and get it in time. I mean, because you should be able to. I mean, it shouldn't matter where the cap's actually setting, as long as the firing order's setting right and it's hitting on the top dead center on 0 on the number one cylinder and the number one plug. So I've got it in there probably as close as I could get it, because I couldn't really see the timing marks on it the other day. I finally found them. They're pretty hard to see. So we can move that cap around a little bit and get it probably in there. If not, we'll take it back out and move it. It's not that big a deal. But I mean, if it was real bad out of time, it would do like it was doing the other day and kick back and not fire or anything. So it wasn't too bad out of time, as everybody was saying on the comments. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to rig up a fuel system for it, because that was the big problem we were having. We don't have any way to feed it fuel. I'm not sure how bad the tank is. This thing's been sitting, I don't know how, umpteen years. I don't know the exact. I know the friend of mine that I got it off had it over a year sitting on his property, and apparently from what I heard from the previous owner's brother, that they put a lot of money in the motor and it just kind of, he never drove it and it set. So gonna have to figure that out. There's a few things that needs done on the motor too, because these valve covers are not bolted down. I got some new bolts to put in. I'm just gonna put some new bolts in it. If they leak, I'll change the gaskets too, but right now I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and rig up just a bottle feed fuel line. I've got a gallon jug here somewhere, as I did have, unless somebody packed it off on me, that I was going to feed it through. Well, I had a gallon jug. All right, so I've got an empty 5-quart jug here. And this is what I'm going to do my feed with. So I need to get down in here, if you can see, take this out. This needs to just go away, because these are bad to bust and catch your car on fire. We've got some plastics. We've got a clicky clack here. If the mechanical pump ain't working like it should, we can put the clicky clack on there and fire it up with that. So let me get something to take, some tools here, take these loose. I really don't like these clamps. They're kind of aggravating. But let me get something, take that clamp loose. We'll put a different clamp on there. And this one I think is a regular screwdriver clamp, so we'll take it loose. And we'll rig us up a fuel system. This guy, that was loose. So anyhow, that one was loose. So let me get down here with this one, take this one loose with a screwdriver. That one wasn't even tight. So, that one's pretty tight. Alright, so that's out. Now, like I said, we're not going to reuse this filter because, like I said, these are glass and these have a tendency to break. We'll save on it because we never know when we need it. But I don't like using them. Okay, so alright, so I got the fuel line loose there. And I'm going to change this out to one of these plastic filters I've got over here, so we don't have to worry about this one breaking, because this one looks pretty nasty too, even though these are changeable. You know, I'd rather have a better setup on it. I was hoping I'd have enough fuel line left to do out here and there, but that's going to make it kind of tight, so we're going to reuse the old here. And I'll just put a, I'm going to change these clamps out to the better clamps I got. Because I've got a whole pack of them in here. And I'm going to put in the new fuel filter. Alright, so that's what I got rigged up. So, put this piece of PEX I had laying in there just to hold the line rigid. Should hold up the gas fine. Got inline pump running from the pump, or inline filter running from the pump, feeding right into the car. We replaced these junk clamps with some little better ones. And I've got this line running all the way up to the, well, you see it, to the gas jug. And now all I gotta do is this and this. So now all I gotta do is get some gas, fill this gallon jug up, or 5 quarts, whatever it is. And we'll see if it'll take off with gas, if it'll pump. If not, we'll be pulling this line out and putting the clicky clack from here to here, and then we'll just tie it straight to the battery for now, just to get it running. You guys liking this footage? Click subscribe right over here where it says Jeffrey Rig. Alright guys, so we got another setback. This carb It's got to be redone. It won't hardly run at all. Thing was smoking pretty good out the right side too. I'm not sure if we got a stuck ring. I'm going to take it apart, use that new borescope like you saw on my short that we got. We'll go in here and look, make sure we ain't got no scratched walls or nothing broken there, busted, no pistons that are damaged. And then if we don't, we'll take it and pour some Marble Mystery oil down in it, you know, just let it soak for a little bit, make sure we ain't got a stuck ring, drain it back out, and change the oil in it real good and stuff. But it runs. It's got a healthy cam in it. It really does. It sucked down the gas like it's going out of style. So they've got some money sunk into it. I just don't know how good a job they did on it. But I didn't pull it out of here, didn't drive it because of that. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a set of shorter plugs and put in it and get rid of these big long ones, so we got something to clear the headers a little better. But I'm counting it as a win. Like I said, you know, if this motor is in the shape where it's gonna need a rebuild, probably gonna get an LS in it. I mean, of some sort. I mean, I'm not talking like an LS1 or an LS2. I'm talking a 4.8 or a 5.3 from a truck. But, you know, I can get one of those in a junk truck that's not got a title for $1,000. Buy the whole truck, pull the parts out of it, scrap or part the rest. You know, so that's probably what we'll do if this is bad. If it's not, though, we'll just keep it as it is. Take that off so we don't run our battery dead. I need to charge it a little more, but we'll do that later. Alternator's charging good on it. That was a good thing. Like I said, it's not a bad vehicle. Like I said, either way. And like I was telling my dad, we've got more than what I paid for it sitting here in parts that I can take off and resell off this old engine. So it and the wheels are worth more than what I paid for it. So if we spend $1,200 put an engine in it and then sell all the parts out of this engine for $500 or $600, and then scrap out and part out a rusted down Chevy truck for another few $100, we'll probably make more money doing that. So you know, it is what it is. But hopefully we can get this one to come around, because man, it sounds good. It's smoking a little bit out this side or over here. But I don't know how long this thing's been setting. I know it's set for a couple years off of my friend. And from the word I got from the brother of the guy, it really was never drove. So maybe once or twice in the whole time that they had it. So could be because they had something wrong with it. Could be just a simple fact that it's just been setting. I'm not sure. I don't know. So hopefully we can figure out what's wrong with this engine. Like I said, if we don't, looks like an LS. I mean, I'm not the type to just take a LS and swap everything, but pound for pound money, yeah. I feel like we got a transmission though. It did pull forward just a little bit on me and back. So, and my battery started getting weak when I was trying to crank it over and stuff. So we'll see. But I feel like we got a transmission, felt like we had gears, so that'd be a good thing too if we had a transmission. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, even if the engine's bad and we get a 4.8 or a 5.3 and a 4L60, we got a turbo 350 to sell right here too. So, I mean, it's a win either way. I would like though to get it back where it is. So, but hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's cool. It runs. It shows you that you can bring anything back if you really want to put the time in it and get them running. But till then, just keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. We're up to 394 at the time I'm filming this. This thing has blew me up like crazy. That and doing a lot of shorts. It's really, people are really starting to pay attention to us. So hopefully we get there. But until then, go rig something up.